Hello everyone and good morning. Welcome to a session where we'll be teaching you about backtesting, optimization and automation in algorithmic trading. So if you are able to hear me in the chat section, you can let me know that you're able to hear me and your name, where are you from and are you already trading in stock markets or not. So guys, if you are able to hear me, so you can let me know if you guys are already trading. All right, great. So let's start then. Let's start this session where I will be teaching you about algorithmic trading. But before I talk about algorithmic trading, I want to know how many of you are trading using algorithms or have at least heard about algorithmic trading. All right, so Mr. Prakash says he's already doing algorithmic trading. Great. Anyone else who is already doing algorithmic trading or have at least heard about algorithmic trading? All right. Great then. So we'll be talking about algorithmic trading from the scratch, and I hope you guys will like it. And another thing, what I want to emphasize here is that this webinar is not for beginners. So that means if you are already in the market from last 2 or 3 months only, and if you don't know anything about stock markets, then we have full-fledged video course from the basics of stock markets, and we are already teaching you about equities, futures, options, writing, hedging, arbitrage, technical analysis, and all that stuff in our free video course that is already on our YouTube channel. You can go and check that out. Those who are already in market for more than a year or so, for them this session would be useful. All right, so having said that, so if you are completely beginner, I would really encourage you to go and check those videos out. For those who are already in the market from last 1 year or so and know about a market a little bit, for them this session will be useful. Having said that, let us quickly talk about algorithmic trading. So why should you switch to algorithmic trading, or what is algorithmic trading? Well, in algorithmic trading, what happens is you create a logic or a strategy. It can be based upon indicators or based upon price patterns, price actions, profiles. And when you create a strategy, you basically write an algorithm, and that algorithm will keep scanning your desired watch list and your desired time frame. And whenever entry or exit signals are generated, the trades will be automatically executed onto your broker platform. That means in algorithmic trading, you just have to write your logic, set it up, and start. And that's it. You can keep doing your profession if you are into corporate or if you are having your own business or if you're a freelancer, doesn't matter. You can still focus on your work. Algorithm will focus on your trading and it will do disciplined trading with disciplined risk reward system. So why you should do algorithmic trading is because it can scan multiple stocks in a flash. That means, for example, if you create a strategy and you want to apply that strategy on, say, a watch list of 100 stocks or even say 50 stocks, manually it would be impossible to monitor 50 stocks at once and then take trades in them. So what is the better alternative? Better alternative is algorithmic trading, where algorithms will keep scanning all the 50 or 100 or 200 stocks, whatever is in your watch list, and it would tell you which stock is having entry and exit criteria fulfilled. Second important aspect about algorithmic trading is that it is a code or a logic or a maths equation. That means there is no emotions involved at all. It is only pure maths and logic. That means your trading becomes more disciplined. Suppose you have defined your logic where your risk reward is 1 is to 2. That means now your algorithm will strictly follow 1 is to 2 risk reward, where either your stop loss will be triggered or your target would be triggered. Nothing except these two things would happen. But when we do manual trading, sometimes even if our stop loss is getting triggered, we still hold with the expectation that market might rebound from there, or even if our target is achieved, we keep holding expecting the market might make new high or new low and we might make more profits. So those things are completely removed. Any error due to human emotions are removed because of algorithmic trading. Third important aspect about algorithmic trading is that the trading is precise and the order execution is instant. That means there is no error in the order execution. Now, execution errors are very simple, but they can be very significant if you are careless. For example, a lot of times when you are building a strategy and when you are in hurry for placing manual orders, a lot of times instead of buying a call, you end up buying a put, or instead of buying a weekly call you end up buying a monthly call, or sometimes if the two scripts are almost similar in names we end up choosing the wrong one. For example, you have done analysis on HDFC bank, but while buying you might end up buying HDFC only, right? So these are few errors that manual, these are few manual errors which we might face, but these things are nullified or completely removed in algorithmic trading. Also, the best advantage about algorithmic trading is that before implementing any idea or any strategy directly in the live market, you can actually backtest a strategy, optimize and improve it, and then once the accuracy is enhanced, you can then perform it in the live market. Now, backtesting and optimization are two things which manually are almost impossible, right? So algorithmic trading is the future of trading. In fact, around 15% of retail traders have almost shifted to algorithmic trading in the last 1.5 year or so, and the this session is also all about creating awareness on algorithmic trading. All right, so those who say that they don't understand English language, I'm so sorry, but this webinar will be only in English. In fact, all our videos are also in English. For those who do not understand English, I'm so sorry, the video cannot be on Hindi. You can switch to maybe a different channel which is explaining about algorithmic trading in Hindi, because a lot of people on our channel are from different states where Hindi is not very popular. So I'm so sorry. English is more accepted language across India. So well, this webinar would be in English. Well, I personally know Hindi, of course. I am from Rajasthan, so I know Hindi, of course. But then I cannot conduct it in Hindi language. Anyways, having said that, so this was a brief introduction about algorithmic trading. If you have any doubts or any queries, feel free to ask here. If this slide is clear, We will move to next slide. All right, I would need few more responses. There's only one response as of now. Yeah, so Leslie asks a very interesting question that you don't know Python, you're from commerce background, can I study algorithmic trading? Well, a great question, Leslie. So the answer is when you're doing algorithmic trading, there are two approaches. First is you will have to learn coding languages like AFL, PineScript, Java, or even Python, and then code your own algorithm. That is one approach. That is a very, very good approach. But if you do not want to fall into coding stuff, if you are weak in coding and building logics, you can hire developers. There are a lot of developers in India where these developers will build logics on your behalf and they'll give it to you at a specific cost. You can bear the cost and you will have your logic built by some developers, and then these logics can be implemented and automated, right? So entire infrastructure is almost ready with a lot of platforms. The only thing is that either you will have to do coding or you will have to hire someone who is coding on your behalf. So if you don't want to learn coding language, that is also absolutely fine. You can still do algorithmic trading. Okay, so GDP says I have 50% profitable strategy but zero coding skills. So GDP, I think this answers your question as well. So Rajesh asks, is it applicable for all class of investment, that is equity, F&O, commodity? Yes, algorithmic trading is applicable for equities, futures, options, commodity, currency, cryptocurrency, forex. You name a no segment, it is applicable to all segments. Right. All right. So let's move ahead. Let's go to another slide. If you have any question, feel free to post it here. I'll finish the slide, come back and answer your questions. All right. Let's move ahead. So the important aspect about today's session is backtesting. So we will be talking about backtesting in detail, and I'm going to tell you how backtesting is done and why you should backtest any strategy before performing it in the live market. So what is backtesting? Backtesting is basically running your strategy or your logic or your algorithm on historical data and checking accuracy and other important reports like return on investment, drawdown and other aspects. Why backtesting should be done? Because backtesting would help you understand on which script your strategy will run and on which script it won't. For example, if you have a strategy, it is not necessary that it would run on every script. It might run on less volatile stocks or more volatile stocks, or maybe some stocks which are above a certain price level or below a certain price level, right? So backtesting would help you understand what type of scripts are suitable for your strategy. Third thing is that it will also give you insights to understand what parameters can be optimized and how to make your existing algorithm more profitable. Say you develop a strategy and you are running it on say 5 minutes chart. You do the back testing and the strategy is giving you loss, but you're confident upon your concept. So then you might optimize by trying a different time frame, maybe 3 minutes time frame, or say a higher time frame, maybe 15 minutes or 1 hour, and check whether it is optimized or whether it is more profitable in any other time frames. Or you might consider changing parameters, like you might consider keeping a smaller target, a bigger stop loss, or a smaller stop loss and a bigger target, so forth and so on. You can do a lot of permutations and combinations while backtesting to understand what parameters are the most suited for your strategy. So this is the advantage of backtesting. I would now take you to an algo trading platform where I will be showing you how to backtest a strategy live. But before I do that, if you have any doubts so far, feel free to ask here, and then I will move ahead. All right, so I'm taking few questions here. Aditya asks, can algo trading be done with any broker, or are there only some brokers who support these features? So, Aditya, usually algorithmic trading can be done with those brokers who are providing API. Right now, around 32 brokers are providing APIs. So, I think it covers almost majority of the brokers. Prashant asks, which parameter is very important to consider in backtest? So Prashant, the important aspect about backtesting is considering drawdown. So drawdown is one factor that you will have to consider, and factors affecting drawdown can be target, stop loss in terms of points or percentage, even time frames. So Rajesh says how to trade in algo. So Rajesh, be patient. This is a 2 hour long webinar. At the end, we will also talk about how to use an algorithm and how to implement trades in the live market. We will also go there. Just have some patience, and we will come to that particular aspect as well. Right now, we'll focus on back testing. So any doubts here or everything clear? Shall we move ahead? If everyone says so, we can move ahead. Shall we move ahead? Right. Okay. Kiran asks, he has tried Yahoo Finance data for backtest. Where can we get weekly options data for backtest? So for weekly option data, you can contact few data vendors. There are a lot of data vendors in India. There are few authorized data vendors and unauthorized data vendors. So if you will go to authorized data vendor, they would charge you roughly around 2,000 to 3,000 rupees to give you approximately 6 7 months weekly backtest data for Nifty and Bank Nifty options. All right, so let me now take you to my VPS. So, all right, so I hope you guys are able to now see my VPS screen. Yes, Prakash, the recording will be available. So this is AMI Broker. AMI Broker is a backtesting tool and also a tool where you can write your own strategy and backtest, optimize, and even automate. So right now there is some dummy chart that I have loaded. So for example, assume that I want to backtest something like, say, moving average crossover strategy. So I'll just load the strategy moving average crossover. So I'll go to new blank chart. This is AMI Broker. How to use AMI Broker? I've created a separate video on how to use AMI Broker and how to automate trades using AMI Broker. You can go through those sessions as well. So right now, say I'll just choose, say, moving average crossover. And now this is moving average crossover strategy, and in the parameters, all right. So this is how moving average strategy looks like on 5 minutes chart. Very simple. Whenever there is a moving average crossover towards the downside, the short would come, and whenever there is a moving average towards upside, a buy would come, right? And we have targets and stop loss in terms of percentage. So right now what I've done is that which EMA, 20 and 50 EMA, I can change around and play with the moving average as well. Target is 1% from my entry. Stop loss is also say 1% from my entry. And I want to start trading from 9:15 a.m. Take trade only till 2:45 p.m. and square off all the open positions at 3:15 p.m. That's it. So now that I have defined all of this, I can click on OK, and you will see the strategy here. Those who want to know how to write code for the strategy, this code is written in AFL language. AFL is Andy Broker formula language. I'll just show you the formula. So this is how the formula looks like. This language is almost similar to C++ language, where we have used if, else, for loops to create the strategy. So you can go through the Broker documentation to understand. But if you don't know about coding, don't worry about all of these things. At the end of the session, I'll tell you how to get all of this strategy for free. Now let us move ahead. Let us talk about the strategy here. So this is moving average crossover. I am starting with a simple strategy, moving average crossover, and I want to understand whether moving average crossover 2050 is really profitable or not. To do that, I can simply backtest it. So I can go to analysis, go to old automatic analysis, and here there is an option called as backtest. Now to backtest any strategy, you will have to pick the same strategy that you are loading on the chart. So here I'll pick the same strategy, that is EMA crossover. In the parameter section, I have 20, 50, 1% target, 1% stop loss. All the rest settings are same. Now in the settings, I can define that I want to backtest on a 5 minutes chart, and that's it. Now I can choose from what time frame, from what date till what date I want to backtest. Say I want to backtest from 1st of May all the way till today, that is 20th of December, and I want to backtest this particular script, that is ACC. I can use current symbol. Now if you are finding it difficult to understand what I am doing here, don't worry, there is a separate 1 hour video on how to use Amy Broker on our channel. Post this YouTube session, you can also go and check that out, and you will understand how Amy Broker and automation works. So now when I click on backtest, the backtest reports are ready. You can see that we have taken 29 trades and we have got a profit of 25%, and the drawdown is 22%. Compounded annual return is very high. Winners is 44% and losers is 16% only. So this is how the backtest report looks like for ACC cement. Now by understanding a simple concept, moving average, I understand that moving average has given me a profit of around 25%. Now if I play around with the parameters, say instead of 20 and 50 I choose say 10 and 30 and check what is the backtest report, I can also do that. For example, here I will write say maximum open position 10. All right, now if I backtest, now you will see that there were 50 trades using that particular combination, that is 10 and 30, but the returns is just 7% because winners out of 50 trades are 25 and losers are also 25. Now if I want to optimize, I can change the risk reward settings. In the parameter I can make say stop loss as 0.5%, target as 1%. Now my risk reward is 1:2, and now if I backtest, my returns is even lesser, 6% only. I can play around and maybe this time I can say I want to have 1% stop loss, 2% target, so forth and so on. I can do all the permutations and combination to understand which parameters are best for for moving average crossover. Now clearly 10 and 30 are not working very well because it is giving you profit of only 6%. So I can choose a different combination, say 12 and maybe 35 random parameters, right? And then back test. Now I'm getting even lesser returns, only 5% returns. So I'll switch back to maybe say 20 and 50 itself. So that means I understand that for ACC, 20 and 50 moving average crossover works very well compared to any other time frame. So now 20 and 50 moving average crossover is also giving you only 1% returns if your target is 2%. So I'll reduce the target back to 1%. And now if I backtest, I'm getting a profit of 2% because I'm splitting my money into 10 different positions. In the parameters, as you can see, max open position I've written as 10, but if I make it says 1 itself, and now if I backtest, well, now I'm getting 25% returns. If I'm putting all my entire capital in a single script, that is ACC, then on my capital I will get a return of around 25%. So this is what backtesting helps you understand whether which strategy is working on which script. Now 20 and 50 is say working on ACC. Now I can also check whether 20 and 50 combination would work on any other script. Say instead of ACC, if I want to select Asian Paint. Now this is Asian Paint. Now if I go to analysis and now if I backtest on Asian Paint, I am getting a return of only 13%. That means on ACC, this was performing better compared to Asian Paints. So this is what we understand by using backtesting. So Prakash, if the screen is not clear, you will have to change the clarity on your end. Make it the clarity as HD and you will see the screen in clear mode. And okay, Leslie asks, can we trail stop loss? Leslie, a great question. Yes, definitely you can trail stop loss. Ram asked, can you show candle based patterns? So Ram, there are a lot of candle based patterns. I have also developed a lot of them. I can definitely show you, maybe post this webinar, you can contact my team and you can understand candle based patterns also with us, right? For now, I just wanted to show you how backtesting, optimizations and all these things will make your life easy in algorithmic trading. So Rikesh, definitely we will do optimization also. Just give us a while. So right now we are just talking about back testing. So once everyone is thorough with back testing, we will then go a step ahead and talk about optimization as well. So right now, is everything clear? So Kiran, I am using the paid version of MB Broker. So any doubts so far, feel free to ask. Then we will move to optimization. Adit, yes, the 2% target is from the CMP. That means wherever we have taken a buy position, from there we are taking 2%. For example, if I take a buy at 100 rupees, then from 100 we will calculate 2%, that is 102. That would become 2% target. Kiran asks an interesting question. Can I choose multiple scripts in one go? Kiran, you can definitely do that. Let me show you that as well. That's a very important aspect. So here in the backtest, I'm using current symbol, but instead of that, I can put my entire watch list to backtest. For example, I will click on use filter and I will define. I already have a watch list called as NSE 200. In this NSE 200, I have my favorite 125 scripts. Now on this entire 125 scripts, if I want to use the same moving average setup, I'll click on OK, click on backtest, and there you go. Now we have Hindalco, Bharat Forge, everything is applied, and now cumulatively total P&L is minus 3.32%. That means if I apply 2050 EMA crossover to all my scripts, overall I will be in loss, because as said, not every strategy is profitable on every script, right? So overall you will be in a loss of 3.32%. Now when you're doing backtesting, what is very important is to also consider brokerage tax and slippage. Currently, my backtest report is only giving me absolute profit and loss. But if I have to include brokerage taxes and everything, I'll have to go to settings. In the commission and rate, I will have to define how much tax, brokerage and slippage overall I am spending. So consider it as overall as 0.03% of turnover. If you are trading with a discount broker like Zerodha, Upstocks, Fires or Allies Blue, there overall cumulatively 0.03% is what you will spend, including your tax, brokerage, slippage, everything. So if I include all of this and then backtest, you will now see that my returns are, my loss is minus 50%. Why? Because including brokerage tax and slippage, I am losing more money. Earlier my loss was only 3%, but now it is minus 50. So yes, brokerage tax and slippage is also very important aspect of back testing. There are a lot of people in the market who would fool you by giving you a strategy which is doing very good in backtest. It is giving you 10 or 20% returns on the backtest. But the moment you start adding slippage, brokerage, tax, plus 20 will become minus 20, even minus 50 as in this case. Right? So you have to be very careful while implementing a strategy. Okay, having said that, let's move ahead and we will talk about optimization also. But all right, so one last time I would like to ask, if there is any doubts or questions, feel free to post. Else, if you're good to go, then we will go ahead and talk about backtesting. So Rikesh, we will talk about the commercial aspects at the end. So currently, let's focus upon learning the concepts. If you don't have any doubts, let me know that, so that let us move on to optimization. Shall we move ahead? All right, then let's move ahead. Let's talk about optimization. Okay, let's go ahead. Now let us talk about optimization. For optimization, I will use a different AFL so that we will have mix and variety of AFLs discussion as well. So say I will be using an AFL that is say super trend. I'm using all simple AFLs, nothing very fancy or complicated. So say I'm using Supertrend AFL. So this is how Supertrend looks like. Now, how many of you know about Supertrend and how many of you are absolutely new in Supertrend who don't even know how Supertrend works? So if you don't know anything about Supertrend, I can maybe quickly explain you what Supertrend works. But if majority of you already know about Supertrend, then maybe I can skip explanation and I can focus upon the main topic. So just a quick poll: how many of you know about Supertrend or have no clue about the Supertrend at all? Okay, I guess there's only one answer, and I would need more response maybe to go ahead, because only one is response is very discouraging. All right, so we have mixed response. I think I will just explain super trend. है ना? I'll just explain super trend, है ना? To be on the safer side so that everyone knows. Okay, super trend is basically an ATR line, average true range line, that works based upon the candle's completion. Okay, so wherever candle has opened, what is the high, what is the low, what is the close, we add all of that and do a calculation, and then we calculate an average true range, and then we follow the trend. So this red and green color line that you see is super trend. So whenever this red color line turns into green, there is a buy signal indicating that you have to buy there because market is expected to go up. Similarly, whenever this green color line becomes red, that means super trend is now indicating that you have to short, so forth and so on. So if I go back and see, you will see that maybe say super trend has given a buy, market has gone up, sell did not work very well, then buy worked decently well, and so forth and so on. Suppose say a short here worked decently well, a buy here did not work so well, so forth and so on. So this is super trend line, a simple ATR line which follows the trend. So if the trend is going down, the green line will become red, indicating you to short, and if trend is trying to go up, this red color line will become green, indicating you to probably buy, so that the market is bullish. Now this ATR line has factor and period. Based upon the factor and period, this ATR multiplier would change. For example, in the previous example, moving average, we had two inputs, moving average one input, moving average two input. So that the input was 20 and 50. Here the input would be super trend period and factor. For example, if I right click, go to parameter, by default the super trend period and factor is 10 and 2. Some people also prefer 10 and 3. So if I change it to 10 and 3, you will see this super trend line has slightly changed. Similarly, some people like 7 and 3. So if I make it 7 and 3, the super trend line would still slightly change. So different permutations and combinations would give me different super trend output. Few super trend outputs are profitable, few outputs are not profitable. Now I want to check whether my desired output, whether my favorite combination is profitable on Asian paints or not. And if it is not profitable, what has to be done so that the strategy becomes profitable, right? So we will have to talk about that as well. So let us do that. So what we will do is I'll go to analysis, I'll go to old automatic analysis, and now here what I will do is I will choose this super trend AFL first. All right, super trend AFL, go to parameters. By default, I've kept 10 and 2. Right now, I want to say start trading from 9:15 itself. Intraday, take trade till say 2:45 and square off everything at 3:15. Now, I want to apply this on say 5 minutes chart with a brokerage of 0.03. And now, if I backtest, okay, my mistake, I backtested on all the symbol. If I backtest only on Asian Paint, if I click on backtest, well, my returns are horrible, 99% loss. That means your entire portfolio is wiped out basically. If I put 1 lakh rupees, it's gone. Because winning accuracy is just 31% and losing accuracy is 68%. Now, when you see such bad report, you try to do some permutations. So let us say I first will try to do manual permutation. So 10 and 2 is not working. Okay, maybe let us say try 10 and 3 and then backtest. Well, now the results are very good. The results are plus 31%, something better than minus 100%. I can now try maybe say 3 and 7 maybe, and then click on backtest. Well, the returns are now 92%. Now this is one way of optimization where I'm manually doing out optimization. The other way is let any broker optimize for you and let any broker find you the best parameter. Now this is also called as machine learning or artificial intelligence, or in any broker words, simply optimization. To optimize, any AFL cannot be optimized automatically. You will have to define optimized parameters and engines. In this particular AFL, if I show you the code, At the end of this AFL, I have defined one engine optimizer set engine CMAE. This is a default engine inside ME Broker that I have defined. Now, because of this engine, I will be able to optimize an AFL. So now in the parameter section, optimization, I'll turn it on and click on optimize. So now my ME Broker will say me that there are only two parameters in SuperTrend. One is period, the other is factor, but there are 6,709 permutations and combinations to check which is the best super trend setup for you. Would you like to proceed? Now, if I click on yes, AMI Broker will actually do all these 6,700 permutations and combinations to give me the best output. Imagine this, manually it is impossible to even do 100 permutations and combinations, and done, we are done. So the results is out, and at the end you will see the best parameters are 5.6 and 2. It is, we would have never imagined that 5.6 and 2 is actually the best parameter for ACC, right? The super trend factor is 5.6 and the period is 2. So I'll go to parameters of, make this 5.6, make this 2, and now if I click on backtest, well, now the returns are 208%. The highest return on Asian Paint by any super trend combination would be 208%, and the best combination of super trend is 5.6 and 2. Similarly, different scripts will have different optimized parameters. For Asian Paint, 5.6 and 2 works very well, but instead of Asian Paint, if I choose any other script, say perhaps Oroforma, and then backtest, well, then the result is 49%. From 200 we fell down to 49%. Now for Oroforma, of course there will be a different optimized parameter. So if I click on optimization on and again optimize, then ME Broker will start finding best parameters for Oroforma. So sometimes this might take a little time, say around 30-35 seconds, depending upon how much data you have. Suppose if you have last 10 years data, then this might take 10-15 minutes as well. So yeah, for Oroforma, the best parameters are 2.1 and 48. So best factor is 2.1, best period is 48. So if I go to parameters, make it 2.1 and make this 48, switch off the optimization, and now backtest. Well, now the result is 97%, which is highest in Oroforma. So this is how optimization does your work easy. You build a logic, backtest if it is profitable, then optimize, make it more profitable, and finally automate. So before we move on to automation, if you have any doubts regarding optimization, feel free to ask here, else we will move ahead. Alright, so Dilip asked, does your platform support Renko-based backtesting and algorithmic trading? So Dilip, what you have to understand here is that Renko is a repenting candle. That means backtesting on Renko becomes very tricky. Second thing is that Renko can be backtested with a lesser accuracy on a platform like TradingView. On AMI Broker or any other Python based platforms, backtesting Renko is very complicated, but TradingView has pulled it off. So you can backtest your strategy on maybe TradingView. Once the backtesting is done on TradingView, then you can come back and implement it on tools like AMI Broker, or you can even automate using TradingView. Our platform also supports TradingView. Rajesh Shah asks a very interesting question. Can you set different parameters for each stock? Rajesh Shah, the answer is yes, absolutely yes. You can use Excel integration. In the AFL, you can use Excel. So for every script in the Excel, you can feed different parameters. So when the scanner or when the analysis is running, for all the different scripts, it will use different parameters and the trades will be triggered accordingly. So yes, you can definitely set up different parameters for each stock. Okay, so Prakash asks a very interesting question. During optimization, any other parameter to be considered other than profit factor? Yes, apart from profit factor, you can consider factors like how much drawdown it has given, and there are Sharpe ratio and other factors. Let me take you to the report actually. So this is the to get the report, entire report. You can click on report. In report, you have important statistics like average loss, average profit, maximum trade drawdown. Well, this can also be an important factor to be optimized. Percentage drawdown is only 1.25%, very healthy. System drawdown is 33%, which is not very good. So you can work upon maybe improving system drawdown. Then recovery factor is 1.28. Maybe if it goes above 2, it is very good. So recovery factor anything above 2 is very good. Then CAR by MTD is very very good. Anything in the green color signifies that these reports are healthy. Blue means average, red means unhealthy. So you'll have to work on these factors, right? So if you go to charts, you will see how your portfolio is growing up and going down. In the drawdown chart, you will see that in the month of December on 14th, you faced a loss of 30% also. So now you may go to your strategy and analyze what exactly happened on 14th of December. Why did my strategy perform so poor? And based upon that, you can still optimize. So right, so you can optimize based upon the drawdown curve, your portfolio curve, or important stats as well. You can optimize based upon any aspect, right? So having said that, if you have any other doubts, feel free to ask, else we will move ahead towards automation. Okay, so do you have any video link on AmiBroker? Rahul, we have created a full-fledged video on AmiBroker, how to use AmiBroker and all of that. It is already on our YouTube channel, the same channel. This channel itself, kindly subscribe to this channel. Once this webinar is over, scroll through our videos, you will find a lot of videos. Alright? Monte Carlo is mandatory? No, Prakash, Monte Carlo is not mandatory. In fact, I personally don't follow Monte Carlo at all, so I have no clue. So, but yeah, a lot of people prefer Monte Carlo walk forward stimulations also. But it is up to you, up to a user. I personally don't prefer Monte Carlo. Okay, so Rikesh asked, what are the chances of optimized strategies backfiring after a certain period? So Rikesh, the chances are pretty high. I'll tell you the solution here. Suppose say you perform optimized parameter of super trend, you get Oro Pharma super trend parameters optimized, and you are now performing a strategy. You are now optimized and you are automating it. After say every 1 month or so, run an optimization again, you will see your optimized parameters have slightly changed. So keep tweaking your strategy accordingly, and sometimes even after applying the best optimized parameters, the returns in the backtest reports are not very good. That means now you will have to change your logic entirely and build a new logic. Any strategy becomes outdated after a certain period. Rajesh asks, can this software give optimized parameter for a basket of 10 stocks? Rajesh, yes, definitely. Why not? Not only 10, I can perform the optimization on everything. Let us do that. It's an interesting question. So again, use filter, define. I'm using 125 symbols, and let us optimize a super trend parameter on the entire 125 symbols. Now this might take a lot of time, but that's okay. You can see now we are optimizing every script one by one. So there are 6,700 steps. Now on any broker you can see 1 hour and 41 minutes left. So unfortunately I think I will have to cancel this up. But right now this is how super trend any broker can optimize your entire watch list. So if you have patience to wait for 1.5 hours or so, at the end of 1.5 hours you will get super trend period and the factor that is universally applied on your entire watch list, and that would still be profitable. All right, so any other doubts, or shall we move towards automation? So if you have any doubts, let me know. Else, if we want to move, let me move ahead also. Okay, let's move ahead then, right? So I don't think anyone has any doubts. All right, so I'm just canceling this optimization because it's very obvious we don't have so much of time in this webinar. But yes, you can use your own time and maybe optimize your portfolio. Let's move ahead. Let's talk about automation. Now for automation, as the webinar name itself says, we have our in-house product called as AlgoFox. Now AlgoFox is a web-based platform. Using this web-based platform, you can execute trades from any broker or from MT4 or even from TradingView. Whenever a buy or sell signal is generated as per your strategy on any of these platforms, within 300 to maximum of 400 milliseconds, the order is executed onto your preferred broker. So let me take you back to our presentation first. All right, so optimization, we have seen optimization. I'll just revise it for you. After backtesting a strategy, if it is profitable and has a good risk reward ratio, we can make it more profitable by enhancing the parameters, and this process is called as optimization. Optimization, of course, involves a lot of permutations and combinations of factors like parameters, time frame, risk reward setups, and anything else to make it more profitable. Okay, moving ahead. So optimization, well, the backtest report and optimized report will always have significant changes, right? We use basically data sets and various combination to find best set of parameters and timeframes on our desired script or watch list and make strategy more profitable. So sequence of creating and executing a profitable algorithm, it's a three-step process. First step is to create, basically build an idea. You can either build your own idea or copy idea from any knowledgeable resource like YouTube, blogs, or maybe any training institutions where you find a logic or an indicator with a good risk reward to be profitable. You can get the idea or inspiration from anywhere. Once you have that logic, once you have the indicator, and once you have your risk reward in place, second step is to backtest and check whether it was profitable in the past or not. If it was not profitable in the past, there are very high chance that it won't be profitable in the future also. And if it was profitable in the past, you can then optimize and check what were the best factors or the parameters which have given the highest profit. And once you make it more profitable, the third step is for automation. To automate, we have our in-house product, that is Bridge, that is Algo Trading Bridge. Using our API Bridge, you can automate the execution, and without any hassle, you can make profits provided your strategy is profitable. So few highlights about our platform. Our platform is web-based. So web-based basically means zero crashes. So our platform won't crash. It is simple plug and play and can be accessible from any device. It can be your mobile application, your Mac, iPhone, Android. It can be your laptop of Windows, Ubuntu, Linux. Doesn't matter. It is all web-based. So also our platform has missed zero signals in last 5 months. In last 5 months, our users have processed more than 1 lakh orders and zero orders were skipped by our platform. Supported platform, of course, Ami Broker, TradingView, MT4, MT5. They are coming up with Excel VBA spreadsheet integrations also, but that would be maybe in the month of Feb or so. But right now, these three platforms are what we are supporting. So we have our mobile application as well for full automation and order execution. Fastest web-based algo trading platform. We execute orders in less than 300 milliseconds. So compared to any other web-based platform, our platform has fastest order execution. Also, we are coming up with marketplace where you can check profitable strategies and SEBI registered investment advisors and follow their strategies if you like it. Taking you to our platform. So our platform name is trade.algofox.in. Here every user is given their own unique user ID and password. Once you sign in, Here there are two modes: auto, which will connect to you to your broker and your orders will be processed. Second is paper. If you want to do virtual trading, you can do virtual trading in the paper mode. Until and unless you are very confident, you can keep testing things in paper mode. Paper mode is free forever, of course, and once you're happy with the paper mode performance, you can then switch back to auto mode, right? So whatever scripts you want to trade into, you can write those scripts in your watch list. In this watch list, you can mention all those scripts that you wish to trade into using your platform like AmiBroker, MT4, or even TradingView. The advantage of writing the name of the scripts here is that by mistake, if your algorithm is running on universally all the stocks like penny stocks, lower mid cap stocks, illiquid stocks, if those stocks are not in your watch list, this will work as a double check and it will smartly ignore all those signals in unwanted script, saving your money and effort. Second thing is that here in the watch list, you can define your order type, whether you want to place market order, limit order, bracket order, cover order. You can check. There are four options: limit, market, SL and SLM. And product type, there is MIS, normal, CNC, BO, CO. All the types of order can be placed. Instrument, equity, future index, option index, future stock, option stock, commodity, currency, everything is possible. And maximum profit and maximum loss can also be defined in our strategy. Now, once you've defined all of this, you can see all the orders processed in the order section. Currently, there is no orders, but if I want to check my orders from 1st of December to say till today is 20th, and if I click on apply, I can see all my orders that I've placed from 1st of December till here, right? So similarly, in the trade section, you can see all those trades placed. In the net position, you can see all the positions that were live. Currently, there is no position. In the risk management, you can manage your risk. That means when you're running an algorithm, how many open position you want using your algorithm. Sometimes, if there is a small error or glitch also in your algorithm may generate thousands of signal in a second and send it across. It might wipe down your entire account. To manage that, you can define that, okay, my algorithm generates less signal. Maximum open position you can define as 10 or 20 or whatever you want. And once the max open positions are reached, all the other signals will be smartly ignored. Similarly, max long position, max short positions, max trades per day, max orders per day, max trade per script, all of this can be defined strategy wise, and using these risk management parameters, you can safeguard your money. Then next is time management. From what time you want to accept trades. If you're working on option based strategies, you would want to take trades only after say 9:30, because 9:15 to 9:30 market is very volatile. So by mistake, if your algorithm is generating signal at 9:15 or 9:20, if you want to ignore that, you can write start time as say 9:30. So any signal before 9:30 will be ignored, and end time if you're setting at say 2:30, then any signal after 2:30 will be ignored. Similarly, you can set your own square of time. Say if I set it at 3 o'clock, all my positions will be squared off at 3 o'clock, even if my algorithm is sending an exit signal or not. So I can manage time also, money also, and there are a lot of other settings. There are few trade rules, trade settings. So whenever you are punching orders, today since the market is closed, I will not be able to show you how the orders are getting processed. But any order that that your AMI broker or MT4 would generate would be executed almost instantly onto your broker platform, and the entire details will be visible here. We are also coming up with our mobile application in the month of January, so you can check how much trades were generated, how much were executed on our mobile application as well. So brokers that are supported right now are Alliance Blue, Fires, 5paisa, IFL and Zebu. We are also working with Angel Broking Zerodha Upstocks. In the month of Jan or maybe around Jan end, we will have 5 to 6 more brokers integrated. But currently, Fires, Alliance Blue, Zebu are ready. You can directly plug and play with these brokers. Yes. So talking about the commercial aspects here, our bridge charges are 2000 a month. However, trial for a week is absolutely free. That means you can actually try out our full-fledged platform free of cost for a week. If you like it, then you can maybe subscribe, or if you still want to practice, then paper trading mode is free forever. So after 1 week of trial, paper trading is free forever, right? And coming back to today's offer, let me take you back to the PPT. So yes, talking about AlgoFox, we have 20 plus RMS tools, time and money management that I've already shown you. So these are few things that are highlights of our platform. And these are the list of brokers that we are planning to support. Currently, the first line, that is Fire, Alice Blue, IFL, we are supporting all of this. But yes, with time, we will support all of these other brokers as well. So today's offer is, if you open a trading account with us in Fires, you get 10 plus algorithms for any broker whose estimated cost is approximately 12,000 with the entire source code absolutely free, and 1 month subscription of AlgoFox worth rupees 2,000. All of this at just 2,999 only. In 3,000 rupees, that is 2,999, you get 1 month full subscription of our platform, and also 10 plus AFLs with source code. Now, if anyone wants to know what are those AFL, first is Super Trend, EMA, MACD, RSI, Bollinger Band, candlestick patterns like one candle pattern, two candle pattern, three candle pattern. So we have basic AFL templates. These templates are fully automated, backtest enabled, scan enabled, explore enabled. All of these AFLs with the source code will be given to you at just 2,999 only. So if you want to know more about this, you can also contact us. I'm also going to paste a link basically on the YouTube chat. So if you are interested, you can maybe directly make a payment from there itself. And so all you have to do is open a Fires account with us and get this entire combination at 2,999 itself. So in the meantime, if you have any doubts, feel free to ask. So Rikesh, we have almost completed our integration with 5paisa. So in the month of Jan, you will see 5paisa also with us. Right now, Fires, Alice Blue are the leading brokers where we have our full end-to-end integration. So Rahul, I have already shared pricing and everything and trial and everything. So 1 week trial is free. To get the trial, you can contact our team 6361922 Post trial, if you like our product, then you can directly subscribe. Or if you open a Fires account with us, you will get additional advantage that 10 AFLs you will get at just 1,000 rupees extra. That is at 2,999 you get 10 plus AFLs with source code which are scan enabled, backtest enabled, and fully automated, and of course our 1 month with subscription at 2,999. I already pasted the link of InstaMojo, where if you are interested you can make a payment and our team will call you tomorrow and we'll do the entire setup. So here is the link. I will send it across again on the chat section, Rikesh. So in the chat section you can see, yes, so this is an InstaMojo link, Rikesh, that I have sent you. Just click on this link. You will be redirected to the InstaMojo page where you can make the payment. In the chat section I have shared across. So yeah, in the meantime, if you guys have any doubts, feel free to ask. I hope you liked this session and I hope you guys have learned something from this session. And if you like our content, do subscribe to our channel. Share across this webinar with your friends who might be interested in algorithmic trading and help us grow. Any other doubts? If you have any other doubts, feel free to ask. Else, you can also leave this session from here. You can contact our team, and our team will be happy to assist you. Okay, um, so Rikesh, I don't know if you're not able to see. Then what you can do is you can contact our team 6361922946, and they will help you with the payment link as well. They will also help you with the payment link. But you in the chat section in the YouTube channel itself where you're texting me, you can see purple trades, text from purple trades, and click on the link. It's very simple. Rahul says you can consider SAS. Rahul, we did consider SAS, but unfortunately they don't have their APIs stable yet. Okay, so if you guys are not able to locate the payment link, let me maybe send it again. Are you guys now able to see the payment link? I have just texted the payment link in the chat section again. So you cannot have no, you cannot change Fire subscription under us. Either you will have to open a trading account with us in Fires, else well there is no other way, unfortunately. Okay, you still are not able to see. I'm so sorry. Well, we can do one thing. You can do one thing. There's one simple way. Well, you can become a part of our Telegram channel, right? So I'll just help you with our Telegram channel. Uh, Telegram channel name is Purple Trades, but I'm not able to send you link only, right? So what can I do now? Well, in that case, you can contact this number 6361922946. We will be able to, they will be able to help you. That is the best option, I guess. They'll be able to help you. So you can contact our team, and our team will be happy to help you. Just 6361922946. All right, so I guess that's it for today. Okay, so okay, you guys are already on our Telegram channel, right? You guys are on our Telegram channel, so I'll do one thing. I'll send across the payment link on our Telegram channel. Okay, I'm just sending the link on the Telegram channel right away. Right, so I've sent it across. See you in upcoming lot of free sessions. And yes, the content on our channel will remain free forever. The recording is also available. If you want, you can recheck the recording again. Also, there are a lot of informative sessions and videos on our lesson on our channel, which other people are charging more than 25 to 30,000 to teach you the same thing, right? So learn everything for free on our channel. All we want in return is your support, and do share our channel to your needful people. Okay, thank you so much. And I think a lot of people have got the webinar payment link. I'll see you again ahead in our upcoming sessions. Thank you so much.